Hello, my name is Roger Watson from the University of Hull, and in this short presentation I'm going to show you how to add an articulate PowerPoint link to a Canvas module. The first thing you need to do is to find the articulate PowerPoints that you will already have made. You'll have these in a folder somewhere. And in this particular presentation, I'm interested in looking at adding a link to common statistical concepts into my quantitative methods module. So find the folder with the articulate files in it and click and open it. And to be able to link things in to Canvas, you have to zip them. So open WinZip or some similar software that you may have, and drag the files across into WinZip. Once they're in there, you need to save that file, save it somewhere convenient like your desktop, and name it the same as the source file, so common statistical concepts. Save it. I'd also strongly advise you to keep a separate file of zipped files, so move it in there immediately so you've got it stored on a disk and don't lose it. Minimize these. Next thing you need to do is to open up your VLE, which in this case is Canvas. Just wait while the browser loads. Best always to keep a link to these things so you don't have to type in the URL. Click on Canvas and log in. This is the quantitative methods module here. Click anywhere on that area, that will open it up. And the first thing I'm going to do is to create files. So you go to your files. I've created folders. One here is called Articulate PowerPoints. Open that, you'll see the previous sets that have already been put in there. Create a folder, call it the same as the source files, common statistical concepts, I think is what it should have been called, carriage return. Open up the file, and then you're going to upload the zip file here. So click on the zip file and you need to expand it to open it up into that folder. So expand it, and this takes quite a long time, so I'm going to interrupt the presentation there for a while and come back when they're uploaded. You can follow progress on this bar here. And then you'll see all the files uploaded. Next you need to copy the HTML for the actual presentation. It's called presentation.html. Right click on that, copy the link address. Also note at this point that there's another way of copying the link, and this is to use the presentation_html5.html link, and it may be preferable to use this. Both of these links should work, either the HTML or the HTML5 link. The HTML5 link is better for linking the presentations to other platforms like iPads and other tablets. So either should work, or if you find that one's not working, just use the other one. Next we're going to create a page. So go to Pages on the left, click on that, and when it opens again you'll see the previous pages. We're going to add a page called Common Statistical Concepts. And within the page we're going to create a link to Common Statistical Concepts, so just give it the same name. Highlight those words, and then using this icon here which is linked to URL, click on that and paste in over any existing letters there your URL and insert that link. Now the next trick is one that enables us to, when we click on that, to open it on a separate page. So go to the top right and click on the HTML editor, work back from the end and find this set of double quote marks here and position your cursor in between them and type in blank and save. And that should work to open this up on a different page. We can test this by clicking on Common Statistical Concepts. It should open up the presentation. You should be able to see it and to hear it.
Hello, my name's Roger Watson and
That's
welcome
it.
to this session
Don't
on
hear any more of
Statistical
that, so we'll
Concepts.
stop that, close the page. Next, we're going to add a link to that page into our modules. So we go to Modules. Here I've already set up the course and I'm going to add this to Quantitative Analysis 1 Descriptive. It's going to be added here. There's already a PowerPoint there called Common Statistical Concepts, and what I'm going to add now is a link to the articulate presentation. So we need to go to plus here, which is to add something, add a content page. Common Statistical Concepts should come up. Click on that and add the item and it will appear here. We can just check that it's working by clicking on that. Should bring the page up, and again it should work.
Hello, my name's Roger
Indeed it
Watson.
is, so we can stop that, get rid of that and go back to modules. Scroll down, should be easy to find because it's at the bottom here, Common Statistical Concepts. And the final thing I'm going to do is to move it up here above the just below the podcast, which is where it should be in order. Go to the right and click on the downward arrow and it says move to. You need to find the appropriate module, which is the Quantitative Analysis Descriptive. Click on that and then it should be in just, it says there's the podcast, just click it as after the podcast and move it and it should appear there after the podcast, and get rid of the Facebook note there. And that is how to add a link to an articulate PowerPoint to a Canvas module. Thank you very much for listening.